Hey everyone, it's Jamie here and a very warm welcome, nay overheating welcome to Travel Blog Jamie. Today I want to talk about the veritable scandal that is a sudden change in the operations of long-haul flights from some UK airports booked with P&O Cruises for the new Caribbean season this autumn and winter. So let's talk facts, implications and hopeful outcomes, plus a few unanswered questions P&O haven't yet responded to that absolutely need addressing. This week, Tuesday the 19th of September 2023, I and many other customers received an email from P&O about our fly cruises from the UK to the glorious Caribbean. We have a fly cruise booked over Christmas and ought to be flying from London Gatwick to Barbados with a carrier such as TUI, Virgin Atlantic or British Airways. Certainly a carrier that offers a choice of cabins and experiences with food and at least some drinks included, plus a usual in-flight experience associated with such carriers. You know, back of seat screens, films, TV, music, maps, games, a USB port, standard offerings on long haul to help you have as comfortable a flight and journey as possible. So I was very excited to see an email in my inbox from P&O Cruises all about our flight this Christmas to Paradise. Hurrah! Here's what the email said and my reactions to each section. Dear Mr. Robbins, it won't be long before you're padding across soft white sand and soaking up the Caribbean sunshine with a refreshing fruit punch in hand. Well, no need to ask twice, I am sold at this point. Well done, marketing team. We can't wait to welcome you on board, but before we do, we just wanted to let you know that we are in the final stages of confirming your flight details. You'll be jetting off to the sunshine with our new partner, Maleth Aero, an airline based in Malta. And then I thought, oh, well that sounds interesting. I wonder how totally awesome this carrier is, although it is strange I haven't ever heard of them. But you know, benefit of the doubt and all, because I am sure it's going to offer at least the same service as the usual carriers and have a great safety record. The email continues. We've been working with Maleth to provide a fantastic in-flight service. Okay, so any concerns I may have had are dissipating because I trust P&O to make the best decisions about long-haul transportation, comfort and safety for all its customers. So for you, the email continues. And a luggage allowance of 23 kilograms and a bonded bags service, which means you'll check in your bags at the airport as usual and they'll be delivered straight to your cabin on board your ship. Well, that's not new for some cruise lines, but nonetheless, good to know I thought, and a good selling point too. The email continues. You can also take a cabin bag for the flight, weighing up to 10 kilograms with a maximum size of 55 centimeters by 40 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Okay, this is standard, but important information to share with customers. I get it. The email continues. Please note that this aircraft does not have in-flight entertainment, so be sure to bring your smart devices and download films in advance. Activity packs will be provided for children. So for now, all you need to do is look forward to those long, chilled out days in paradise. See you in the sunshine. Wait. And let's just rewind. A fantastic in-flight service without an in-flight service. What? And no mention of whether food and drink would be included. What if customers had purchased premium seats or extra legroom? Something seemed very off to me about this email. Not to mention, we paid for a carrier with the basic facilities and we're now going to get far less, and no mention of how this would be rectified. Unfortunately, an email like this is going to cause mayhem, and it really did. Facebook, forums, X, Instagram and so on were flooded with unhappy people, and the worst thing here is that P&O could have easily avoided this. It's a careless email that was always going to anger people and raise more questions than it could answer.
And sadly, Maleth has also been involved in some controversy which has not gone unnoticed to those people who will soon be travelling with them.
Basically a marketing disaster, I'm afraid to say, as much as I usually really enjoy my P&O Cruises. So a bit of research ensued about Maleth Aero. Here's what I found out. According to the website, Maleth Aero is a global operator of wide-body ACMI, and by the way, I needed to research what this was as I'm not familiar with aviation speak. ACMI stands for Aircraft, Crew, Maintenance and Insurance. Who knew? This is an aircraft leasing arrangement made exclusively between two airlines, whereby one airline provides an aircraft, crew, maintenance and insurance, ACMI, to another airline, which then pays for the hours operated. Blimey, I feel really clued up about this stuff now. Their charter services also offer a range of aircraft configurations in the Airbus A330 aircraft to meet the demands of single, high-density, dual-class or freighter operations. All sounds very corporate and not holiday travel friendly, to be honest, but that's just my initial impression from the blurb, and of course it is intended for a very different audience to the likes of little old me. Maleth has 7 aircraft in total, and as travellers we can expect just one cabin experience, meaning no premium seats. Customers will receive a refund for any such purchases, but what else? Let's have a peep at those interiors described as high density passenger configurations. What does that mean? Less legroom? The A330-200 is a long-standing plane and 20 years old with capacity for 345 passengers, all in economy. Most row configurations are seats of 3, an aisle, 3, another aisle and 3. Towards the rear of the aircraft, where the fuselage narrows, the configuration changes to 2 seats, aisle, 3 seats, aisle, 2 seats. The main concern I have here is that the seat pitch is just 30 inches. Most long-haul aircraft have a seat pitch of 31 to 32 inches, and as we know, every inch counts. It looks like some seats will offer extra legroom at 33 inches, and I expect these will sell like hotcakes. Essentially, legroom will be tight, and on a 9-hour flight approx, this could be problematic for some. Add to this no seat back screens or entertainment, no USB ports to keep those devices charged, and many needing to purchase chargers to take in the cabin. It sounds like this will be a very long bus journey, and not a very comfy one at that. There has been much speculation also about whether food and drink will be served. Here's the response I helpfully received from P&O Cruises, which is much appreciated. It isn't as bad as some have suggested, but I absolutely will be taking snacks and drinks. I am dubious about the food we can expect. Also, what about afternoon snacks, or on most transatlantic flights from the UK, afternoon tea, i.e. sandwiches, a dessert of some description and a hot cold drink. This wasn't mentioned, so I assume it won't be offered. Yet passengers flying from Birmingham Airport, for example, will be flying with TUI and have all the facilities we won't. Yet we have paid for that same in-flight service. Some have questioned the safety record of the fleet. I don't want to go into too much detail here, and you can find this yourselves online, but what I read did not alarm me. One incident to do with turbulence, one aborted takeoff due to disagreeing airspeeds, and one potentially more serious, an engine shutdown, which resulted in a perfectly safe landing 25 minutes later. One person on Twitter/X was telling me their record was not good, but that's not the case. So don't let people speculate to the point of alarming you. We can stay calm here, folks. My main points of concern are as follows, regardless of whether it is indeed in the terms and conditions for P&O to be able to make these changes. Number one, it isn't difficult to imagine that filling 2 huge ships in the Caribbean carrying thousands of passengers is going to lead to a logistical problem of flying so many people there and back. This has been known, of course, for a long time, and it seems other carriers are now needed to ensure we all get there. However, it is the inequity of the mode of transport which bothers me. Many will benefit from a more comprehensive service, better legroom, better in-flight service, more food and drink, and the rest of us still paid the same to get something inferior. Not on. Point number 2, the email that P&O sent also bothers me by declaring this new partnership and the hard work that has gone into ensuring a fantastic in-flight service, which quite simply is not true. I think it has really backfired, and I'm surprised the marketing team thought this would be acceptable. Why not apologise, explain the issues, explain the in-flight service is reduced, and offer some sort of incentive as an apology? Is this just naive of me and just too transparent? I just think this approach would help ease the blow in part, perhaps stop people from cancelling or indeed people rescheduling flights, as I know they have been, to now fly from Birmingham with TUI. Point number 3, the comfort levels on this aircraft will be diminished, no doubt about it. Nothing P&O do will alter this unless they can find a completely different alternative. It's highly unlikely we will book another Caribbean fly cruise with P&O if they don't offer a better flight or aircraft option. 9 to 10 hours in a space like this, it sounds like a total endurance test, and I actually normally quite like flying. Some customers will have booked premium because they actually need the extra legroom, be it because of their height or health. For those customers, I know some have already cancelled or are thinking of cancelling and losing money. This really saddens me. You see, it's all about terms and conditions these days, isn't it? And at this late stage, we, the customers, have much money to lose. It's a bit of a PR disaster for P&O, and I wish they had done this differently. But we are where we are. We are not looking forward to the flight, and you can bet your bottom dollar I will be vlogging the whole experience. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe I'll eat my words. I tell you this, my loves, I'll be the first to eat my words if I need to. Just not a hat. I don't eat those. Yes, we will do our best to enjoy our 1-week cruise, but will this long flight break us there and then back? Only one way to find out, I guess, so make sure you have subscribed and turned on notifications to find out from the horse's mouth. I don't look like I've got a horse's mouth, do I? What are your thoughts? Is this a good move from P&O or not? Are you affected by this news, and what do you think? As always, thanks for your support, and I look forward to seeing you at my next live on Monday at 8 p.m, where I will be in a secret location in Southampton before boarding MSC Virtuosa on a cruise to Ireland. Make sure you tune in, folks. Oh, hang on, just getting some news in here. I'm hearing that passengers booked in a premium cabin may well be entitled to some on-board spend, about £75 each. Wow. I haven't seen the official news for this yet, folks. I've got to be honest with you. I've just read a few articles about that. So don't hold me to it, okay?
Thank you all for your continued support and today's shout outs to my patrons. Become a member at patreon.com/travelblogjamie. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow Travelblog Jamie on Twitter, X, Threads, Patreon and YouTube.